Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 12th, 2025. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we were taking a look at Tropical Storm Erin. You can see here on the satellite imagery here, not a well compacted storm like it did yesterday. You can see it's kind of like it's dry air is trying to work into the system, looking kind of poorly organized at this time. You can see it's not very well organized at all the way it looks. It looks like it's kind of just mainly back to a tropical wave, but it still has about 45 miles per hour winds with the system at the 5 o'clock advisory. We're going to see if we can get back to the National Hurricane Center cone, and look like this storm may be weaker than what some forecasters are saying. So we're going to continue to look at some information here, but the computer model still intentionating for it to take a turn to the north between the U.S. and the Bermuda coast region. But let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. As you can see, this was at 5 p.m. this afternoon. It was located in their latitude 17.0 north, longitude 38.3 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 45 miles an hour with higher gusts, moving to the west at 22 miles an hour. That's what's keeping the system from getting too strong, because it's moving to the west at a pretty good rate at about 22 to about 25 miles per hour sometimes. But right now they clocked it at 22 miles per hour. Would not be surprised it could go up a little higher, but then it should start slowing down a little bit as it continues to move off toward the west. But you can see it at 2 a.m. Thursday, it still remains a tropical storm. 2 a.m. Friday morning becomes a hurricane. 2 p.m. Friday afternoon still remains a hurricane, and 2 p.m. Saturday remains a hurricane. Does not become a major hurricane until 2 p.m. Sunday. You can see the forecast cone. You can see the National Hurricane Center starting to slowly turn it to the north and to the east. Every time the advisory come out, it should start turning it toward the north. Just like I've been mentioning in my video last night, I still expected it to turn to the north, but if the system happens to be a little more weaker, it could travel into the Caribbean Sea. But right now, we're going to stick with this here, and we're going to make it between Bermuda and the U.S. East Coast. If it moves closer to Bermuda, you'll be impacted by the major Category 3 hurricane. If it moves closer to the U.S. coastline, the Outer Banks, you may get clipped by the system. But right now, we're expecting it to move between Bermuda and the East Coast of the U.S. at this time. But right now, take that with a grain of salt, because things will change between now and early next week. But I will continue to monitor this system as we get closer to the event. Alright, let's take a look at the global forecast model, the hurricane models here. If we can get to them here. Alright, I think we're going to get to them here. I think I took out something, but anyway, I can get back to it. Sorry for being, my computer is acting up today for some reason, real slow. But anyway, here is the center of the storm. Continues to track off to the west. You can see here the Leeward Island, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands here. It keeps it well north of that, but you can see a lot of computer models taking it towards Bermuda. That's why anybody in Bermuda needs to continue to monitor this system, because it could take a turn in that direction. Alright, let's go back to this here. Take a look at the intensity guidance of the system. As you can see, we got about 40 knot winds. We get 45 miles an hour still a tropical storm. A lot of the model still takes it into a category 1, 2, and 3. Some even takes it into a category 4, but right now the National Hurricane Center is going with a Cat 3 at this time. So alrighty, so let me see if I can get back. I think I missed the forecast charts for your local forecast. Getting there. If you have not subscribed on my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, we're gonna also make sure you like these videos and share these videos on social media. As soon as we get to the forecast page here, I'll have to use my Columbia Forecast Weather Office page. We're going to try to get to the forecast charts, and we're going to get to that. Don't understand why my computer's so slow today, but somehow it's taking its own sweet time moving along today. So but hopefully we can get to your local forecast, and we're going to start off with the Wednesday forecast. And like I said, make sure you like these videos, share these videos, and because we're going to keep you up to date with these storms as we continue to roll forward. So alright, and also make sure you like and subscribe as well. Alright, we're on your Wednesday forecast now. You can see we got some critical fire weather reports in Idaho, severe weather reports in South Dakota, some flash flooding, heavy rain over North Georgia, Eastern Tennessee, portion of upstate South Carolina, Western North Carolina, Western Virginia, Southwest Virginia, Eastern and Southeastern Kentucky. We got thunderstorms and showers from Maine to the South Carolina coast, all the way down in the coastal area. That's toward the Florida Keys, Northern Gulf, Texas to Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, portion of California, Utah, Wyoming, Montana through the Dakotas, Minnesota, and also portion of Nebraska, also Missouri up towards Michigan and southeast Canada. A little bit of shower activity in Washington State, northern Montana, and North Dakota. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, here's your Thursday outlook. We got some severe weather up here in portions of South Dakota, Minnesota. Got some shower activity over in portions of southwest Canada through Washington, Oregon State, the Pacific Ocean along the coastal waters. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from northwest Mexico to Colorado to Montana to Utah to Nevada to Minnesota up here around Lake Superior to Iowa, Wisconsin. Then again from East Texas to the Northern Gulf to the Florida Key, Atlantic coastal waters, from Mississippi to the Carolinas to West Virginia, Ohio to Arkansas, from New York State to Maine over toward New Brunswick area as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's move on to the current Watches Warning Advisory map for your location across the nation. Okay, as you can see, we got some heat advisories up here in portion of Maine, portion of Vermont, also northern New York State, again over here in portion of Mississippi, Louisiana, one county in Arkansas, more in portion of Southern California, Northern California, Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, Nevada region as well, northwestern portion of Arizona. Even got some excessive heat warnings in effect for portion of Arizona, Southern Nevada, California coast, southern area, Northern California, portion of Washington, Oregon State. We got some red flag warnings in Oregon, Washington State, Montana, Idaho, and also portion of Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, and maybe northern areas of Arizona. We got some special weather statement for Utah and Colorado. Flood watches in effect over here in areas of New Mexico. Air quality alert still in effect for northern Minnesota for a poor air quality alert. Eastern Pennsylvania, portion of southern New York State, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Boston, New York City, you're included. Rhode Island, also special weather statements in eastern Tennessee, southwestern North Virginia. You got a few pockets of some flood advisory, flood warnings, and flash flood warnings across port. Even some severe thunderstorm warnings also in effect across the board as well. Alrighty, we got the small craft advisory, gale warning from Southern California to Washington State, Southern Hawaii and Chain Island around the Alaska region. High surf warnings along the coastal areas of Alaska, and hydro issues over western Alaska. Alright, let's see if we can get to the Storm Prediction Center Outlook. This is for your Wednesday. You can see we have a slight risk over South Dakota, marginal risk from North and South Dakota, Nebraska, portion of southwestern Minnesota. General thunderstorm from Maine to Florida to Texas to Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, portion of California over towards the Dakotas and Minnesota. Tornado probability looks like this: 2% over portion of Nebraska and South Dakota. Damaging winds 5 and 15% respectively over portion of Nebraska and the Dakotas, and 5% risk of hail over portion of South Dakota and portion of North Dakota as well. Alright, let's see if we can get to day number 3. Okay, as you can see, we got general thunderstorm from portion of Maine to the Carolina, Florida Keys, back to Texas, and then again from New Mexico to Arizona up to the Dakotas, portion of Wisconsin, Minnesota. There's that slight risk over North Dakota, Minnesota, and also South Dakota. Marginal risk, Minnesota, North and South Dakota as well. Probability looks like this: 5 and 15% respectively in that vicinity. Alright, excuse me. And let's take a look at the tropics. Okay, here is Erin right here. Here's another system here in the northern tropical Atlantic. Still has a 10% chance of development, but nothing to write home about. And then another one here in the Gulf of Mexico, right along the Gulf Coast. 0% chance of development over the next 7 days, but may bring some heavy rain and flash flooding to that area as well. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because that's the only weather you got.